Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean,
All right.
and this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we have a Monster Energy drink review.
Yeah, so we're having a look at the Monster Mixed Punch.
Yep.
And
It's been around a while now.
it has been around a while. You'll recognise it in this black and purple can.
Yep.
And we're going to compare it
To this.
Monster Mixed Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our mate Adam at Bus Stop Views, he obviously gets a few reps into his store, and the Monster rep gave him this can, which he's straight away passed on to us. We'll do a quick thumbnail. He passed it straight on to us and said, "What do you think of this, boys? Is it the same?"
Yeah.
The Monster rep tells him it's a redesign of the can. We believe that may or may not be doing the same with the Ripper, the yellow and black one.
Yeah, so I think that this is the style of can you see in America. I think Europe still has this style of can.
Yeah.
And the same with the Ripper in the Americas, that tends to be like a solid yellow.
All yellow with a design on it. Now, this would make sense because in this country, they've got like the Mango Loco punched, and they've got the Pipeline punch.
Mango Loco juiced.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still says punch on it.
I think it says juiced.
Oh, okay.
Same as the Ripper.
Right. And then the Pipeline punch.
Yeah.
Which again is just in like an all pink textured can. Yeah. So we believe they're just going to maybe uniform in all the products.
Yeah, which would make sense.
Yeah.
We asked on, or I asked on Reddit if anyone knew anything, and they said, yeah, this is going to be the same as this. However, there's some very, very slight differences in the nutritional information on these. This one apparently has slightly more sugar and slightly more calories, although this one apparently has more carbs overall. The ingredients list is identical. And whilst there are differences between the nutritional information, I don't know if
the flavours or...
Well, presumably the flavours will be the same. The amount of juice and everything in them's the same, but I don't know if these are just rounding errors or if it's been with the redesign and the rebrand, if it needs to be analysed again by a different lab or something like that. So the numbers have just come out slightly differently. I'm not sure exactly how it's worked out and how it's upheld, so that they could be identical, or they could be the same recipe, but they've just turned out slightly different because it's made in a different place. I don't know. It says manufactured in the EU on both of them, under the authority of Monster Energy in Dublin, Ireland. So yeah, I don't know if it's just rounding errors or what, but we're expecting these to taste identical, but we will confirm. We'll refresh our memories with this one first of all. We've had this before.
Yep.
In this can. Obviously, do you want to get your glass?
Yes.
Yeah. We're drinking these out of champagne flutes because when we were away the other week in the Forest of Dean, we were using...
There wasn't other glasses for us to use, and we ended up using like wine glasses.
We used wine glasses, and I really enjoyed doing the review out of wine glasses, but we don't have any sort of normal wine glasses here. We've got these champagne flutes, and we've got big wine glasses that look like they're about 3 pints.
Sorry.
Because I think that's just how John's girlfriend drinks wine. Cheers. Obviously, that smells and tastes familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I've read the ingredients before we've gone into it, but I think the main flavour here is cherry. It says it's got apple and cherry and cranberry and mango and banana juice in it.
Oh.
But yeah, it's very sweet. Usually anything with apple juice in is going to be very sweet. Obviously any energy drink is very sweet.
To me, it tastes. It's almost like got a sherbety taste.
It does.
It tastes like if you, especially in the UK, if you have sherbet as a kid, it tastes like that. 'Cause it's kind of like fizzes on your tongue with the flavour of like cherry and other stuff, and it does.
Yeah, usually when you got the ones with the fruit juice in, that they're a bit more sour, a bit more tart than this. But with this being so sweet and smooth, it's a very sort of candied taste.
Smells like sherbet, like strawberry sherbet or cherry.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I'll be honest, I've not actually had this one much.
No, I've tended to pick up the Mango Loco or the Pipeline Punch if I was going to get a punched or reduced one.
Yeah.
Ripper is, when Monster first came, I used to drink Ripper all the time. And this was before this was even out. This was when it was, you could literally only get the green branded Monster and then the Ripper.
Yeah.
So it was like I've always loved the Ripper. So, but yeah, I'm not really tending to pick that one up, but it is good.
It's nice. It's yeah. We'll get straight into the other one.
Yep.
So anything else we've got to say? Presumably we'll be able to say about this because we're expecting it to be the same.
Now this can isn't price marked yet. Whether or not it's a prototype or
yeah, that's right. This one's price marked at $135, but if you buy a lot of Monster, you'll find that they're not always price marked anyway. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Multi-packs aren't price marked, so we don't know if when these do turn up in the shops proper, if they will be price marked. It's the same colour.
Yeah, I would imagine they will be some will be price marked because I think the Pipeline Punch and the Loco is price marked and every other can is getting there anyway. So
yeah, it is slightly cloudy. It's slightly orangey, pinky. I thought that might be just condensation on the glass. There is condensation on the glass, but if we wipe that away on both sides, that's still quite cloudy. It's not fizzing a lot.
Maybe it's the way I poured it, but cheers.
Cheers. Smells the same.
Yeah, I couldn't give you a difference on that.
No.
Yeah,
That's
I think they are identical.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe maybe the difference is it's just a case that they've changed the way they've made it, or you know,
rather than the recipe, if they change the process or something.
Yeah, maybe change the amounts of, say, even something as simple as the apple juice. Well, there might be 10 ml less of apple juice or whatever, or something daft.
Yeah, I mean, from here it says fruit juice from concentrate 5.3% on both cans, but obviously you don't know the ratios. The ratios could be slightly split. They could be using a bit more apple and a bit less cherry due to costs or something.
Or vice versa. You just don't know.
But obviously they're listed in the same order, so usually what you'd find is the greatest quantity would be listed first, which is apple juice, then cherry juice. In the case of both of these, I'll put that back in the frame. Put this one back in the frame. But yeah, the ratios could have varied slightly. The source of the apple juice could have changed. I mean, things like that. I don't know if they would change by such small margins just by the season of the year. If you're growing different varieties of apple, you know, it's still apple juice. But if you're using different apples, just that could change the nutritional information by that tiny little amount. We're looking at 39 calories per 100 ml versus 38 calories per 100 ml. So you know it's inconsequential.
Sugar's the same, but carbs 2 grams more than this one. It's so negligible. It's I was just even reading like the you know, they have like a little, I don't know, if you're not familiar with Monster, they have like a little description of...
A little blurb.
Yeah, and that they're identical.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you know what? I actually prefer the old design. I like black coloured things anyway. I just think black's a cool colour. But the reason I prefer this isn't a textured can. I can take or leave the textured cans, to be perfectly honest. But what makes it for me is the top. When you've got a can that's black on the top instead of like bare aluminium, it just looks more premium, in my opinion. So this looks like a cheaper product just because of that difference there.
I think, yeah, you've got, I mean, as well, I think there's something in that. Like, anytime you go to a shop for a Monster, more often than not, you're going to look for a black can, and it's going to green for original, yellow for Ripper, purple for Punch, blue for Absolute Zero.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then the Ultras are out, and then they've changed the colour, and that's fine because that differentiates the Ultras and sugar-free to the black.
Yeah. Although there is the Absolute Zero that's in a black can still with the blue logo.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. But I meant the actual Ultra flavours.
Yeah.
Because that's the green. It's original flavour in it, the blue one.
It's original flavour, but it's sugar-free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ultra ones that are flavoured, they're all in the textured kinds and all
Yeah.
the colours. And that differentiates from the main line.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so
It could be harder to distinguish. At a glance, it could be harder to distinguish.
it could even be harder to distinguish to other brands as well. Like we ain't fans of Relentless.
No.
But we're fans of Rockstar. So when we're looking for energy drinks, we're like, well, we want a black can for a Monster, or unless you're looking for something more like the Ultras or the Pipeline Punch, but you're looking out for those. If you're gonna just go into a shop and try and pick up a Monster, you might end up picking up a Relentless or something.
If you're not familiar with what you did, this contrast stands out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's a problem many people will have, and I can't imagine the people who can't tell the difference between Monster and Relentless to look at them aren't going to tell the difference to taste them either.
No.
To be perfectly frank, but yeah, I do think this is kind of a classier, more premium design. Apart from the price mark, I mean, there's nothing classy about a price mark, but this will probably be price marked by the time it hits the shelves anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we've said a lot about reviewing two of the same drink.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thanks for. I'm sorry. I was just looking at some little details. I just wanted, that says that's like AG there.
AG.
That says, is that ball? Don't know if that's.
Yeah, that could be something different.
That's not the AG bar logo, is it?
No.
No, I didn't think it was. It just caught my eye and I just wondered.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, nothing much else for us to say. So, thanks very much for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.